10 car innovations that did not stand the test of time. Every day, we take for granted the ease and comfort of modern vehicles, but have you ever wondered about the countless innovations that once promised to redefine the driving experience? From bold technological experiments to unique design elements, the automotive industry has always been a playground for innovation. Yet, not every idea endured. Some were hyped as the next big thing, only to fade into obscurity. So how could a seemingly brilliant concept become a forgotten relic? Let's dive into 10 car innovations that didn't stand the test of time. 1. Landau bars inspired by 18th century carriages. Landau bars were decorative features added to cars to mimic the look of convertible tops. Popular in the 1920s and 30s, these bars were purely ornamental and symbolized luxury. However, as car designs advanced, the impracticality of Landau bars became evident. They added unnecessary weight and complexity, and their appeal faded. By the late 20th century, they were replaced by features like sunroofs and panoramic roofs, which offered real functionality too. Hood ornaments in the 1920s and 30s. Hood ornaments were not just functional, but works of art. Iconic designs like Rolls-Royce's Spirit of Ecstasy became symbols of luxury. However, changing tastes and safety regulations led to their decline. Pedestrian safety concerns and theft risks made hood ornaments impractical. Today, they are rare, found only on vintage or high-end luxury cars. 3. Column shifters. First introduced in the 1930s, column shifters were gear levers mounted on the steering column. They were designed to free up space in the front seat, allowing for a roomier cabin. While popular in the 40s and 50s, especially in family sedans and trucks, they eventually fell out of favor. Drivers preferred the precision and ergonomic design of floor-mounted shifters, which gained popularity in the 1960s. 4. Ashtrays. At a time when smoking was socially acceptable and widespread, ashtrays were a must-have in vehicles. By the 1950s, most cars came equipped with ashtrays conveniently built into the dashboard, doors, or center console. However, as awareness of smoking's health risks grew, fewer people smoked, and the demand for in-car ashtrays declined. By the 1990s, they were replaced by more practical features like Q-folders, reflecting changing societal norms and a shift toward healthier lifestyles. 5. Luggage racks, a common sight in mid-20th century cars. Luggage racks were mounted on roofs or trunks to carry extra cargo. They were indispensable for family road trips when trunks were small. However, luggage racks had drawbacks. They increased wind resistance, reduced fuel efficiency, and required frequent maintenance. By the 1980s, cars with larger trunks and more efficient storage solutions made external luggage racks unnecessary. 6. Pop-up headlights. First seen in the 1930s, pop-up headlights became a design icon in the 1980s and 90s, featured on cars like the Master MX-5 and Chevrolet Corvette. While they gave cars a sleek, futuristic look, they were prone to mechanical failure and faced safety concerns. By the 2000s, stricter regulations and advancements in lighting technology led to their replacement with fixed headlights. 7. Vent windows, also known as wing windows. These small triangular windows were found at the front corners of car doors. First introduced in the 1930s, they allowed fresh air to flow into the car, offering relief on hot days before air conditioning became common. In the 1950s and 60s, vent windows became a hallmark of classic cars, appreciated for their practicality. However, they had their flaws, leaking during rain, being easy targets for thieves, and disrupting aerodynamics. By the 1980s, streamlined car designs and the rise of air conditioning made vent windows obsolete. 8. In-car record players. In the 1950s, automakers introduced in-car record players, allowing drivers and passengers to enjoy their favorite vinyl records on the go. At first, this was a novel idea, but the reality was far less glamorous. Bumpy rides caused the needle to skip, ruining the listening experience. The bulky equipment also took up valuable space and posed safety risks. With the arrival of 8-track tapes and later cassettes, record players quickly became a thing of the past. 9. Bench seats, once a staple of American family cars, bench seats stretched across the entire front row, offering space for 3 passengers. Introduced in the 1920s, they became iconic for their spacious design, making them perfect for large families and groups. Their appeal lay in their simplicity and convenience. Passengers could easily slide across to exit from either side of the car. However, as safety standards evolved, bench seats revealed their shortcomings. They lacked individual seat belts, headrests, and adequate support in collisions. By the 1980s, automakers favored bucket seats, which provided better protection and allowed for advanced safety features like airbags. Today, bench seats are a nostalgic memory of a bygone era. 10. Car phones. Car phones debuted in the 1940s and became a luxury status symbol by the 1980s. Initially, they allowed business professionals to stay connected on the go. However, they were expensive, bulky, and limited by poor signal quality. By the 1990s, smaller, more affordable mobile phones replaced car phones. The advent of Bluetooth and integrated communication systems rendered them entirely obsolete. As we reflect on these innovations, we see how the quest for progress often comes with missteps. Which of today's trends do you think might disappear tomorrow? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating content.